guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I've got here some strips from brown packaging paper. Now these are left over from a mass making session. And I thought let's come along and make some small tags. Now I absolutely love, you know, big sort of ephemera pieces in my journals. But I have got a confession to make in that quite often I then come to actually, you know, stuff a journal and actually I have no tags that are, you know, that are small. So obviously when I'm putting the tags in pockets, I then struggle because all my tags are massive, you know, to be paper clipped in. So, yep, I thought let's come along and make some from just these little scraps of the brown packaging paper, you know, because they're going to be just right for doing kind of small tags. Now, what I've got here is this is some scrapbooking paper, which I have to be honest, I absolutely love this page. So this is going to kind of go completely against the grain to do what I'm about to do. But much as I love this page, I would really struggle to actually use this page. Now this is a Minte paper. It's from a pack called Florabella. But I've had it in my stash for quite a while, and to be honest, you know, I'm not using it, and I'm probably not likely to use it. So I thought, well, the back is nice and neutral, so I'm going to use the back as my backing for my tags. It's a very nice thick quality paper, so it's going to give me a really good tag base. So I'm just going to put this up, up this way, and then get gluing my brown paper bag pieces down. So for instance, this piece, I could probably get 2 tags from this. So I'm just going to take that down and I'm going to glue that one down there. So I just want to kind of try and be as economical or as efficient as I can be with these strips. So just seeing which way I'm going to get the most tags. So I've got this one here. Let's probably take that down. Okay, so this is going to be quite a tiny tag because, as you can probably see, it's torn. But I don't mind that, because actually if the back's neutral, I might even keep those little torn out sections into the tag. So, or I suppose alternatively I could have it that way up and then, oh, perhaps we'll do that. Yeah, okay. So pop that one down, and then this one, yeah, have that one there. And then could I get another one in? I mean, it's going to be tight, you know, a bit of a squeeze, but I think I could. I think I could just about get, yeah, just about get another one. So I'm going to, honestly, what's wrong with me? I was about to say I'm going to throw this away, and now I'm thinking, oh, perhaps I shouldn't. What could I use that for? Ridiculous. Let's be strong and get rid of these things. That's just ridiculous that I'm trying to hold on to that. Right, so want to glue my brown packaging paper down. So I need to get quite a bit of glue on here because, of course, I haven't cut my tags out yet. So, you know, I want to make sure that I've kind of got a lot of glue, because otherwise when I cut the tags, they're going to obviously, oops, let me just get a wipe to mop up my glue spreader. So my glue spreader today, this is just an old chipboard sticker, which again, I'd had in my stash for a really long time, wasn't using, and yeah, to be honest, I might as well use it in some way, shape or form than just have it sat there doing nothing. So by putting quite a bit of glue on, you can, oh my goodness, what's going on here? I've got to mop up the glue. You can see I'm getting a really good covering there, like that. So the next one, just pop that one down. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I really just, you know, absolutely love massive tags. So, you know, as soon as I come to make them, that's all I make really is, you know, massive tags. And then, you know, when I'm putting them in journals, I mean, I like to have my tags, you know, paper clipped in. But just every now and then, I might want to have a tag in a pocket rather than, you know, a printed journal card or, you know, a piece of kind of paper or ephemera or something like that. So I just could do with making a bunch of smaller tags. So, and we, you know, we see how we get on. We might come back and do some more. You know, if we have quite a lot of fun doing these, we might come back and do some more. So we'll just see how it goes. So quite a lot of glue on there. Okie dokie. Like that. Okay. Okie dokie, and yeah, just mop that bit of glue. Okay, and this one. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Maybe you are doing some crafting. I hope you're having a nice time. Now, if you're wondering why I haven't cut the paper down to like tag shapes before gluing it on, the reason why I haven't is because this is flimsy packaging paper. I would find it quite hard to, you know, keep it still enough to cut decent sort of shaped tags. So for me, you know, I find it easier to glue it down as a whole piece. And then when I come to use it, it's, you know, I'll come to cut it, perhaps I should say, it's stiff because of the background paper. And then it's going to be much, much easier to actually, you know, cut into. So that's why I'm doing it this way round. Okay. Mop that up. Okie dokie. Like that. Okay. Right. So we are, oops, getting somewhere. Now I've just torn a big chunk out of that brown paper. So, yeah, I said we're getting somewhere now. Now I'm getting nowhere. Oh dear. Right. It doesn't matter because, you know, I mean, we are trying to make smaller tags, aren't we? So, I mean, if I've ended up chopping into some of the paper, they're just going to be smaller than perhaps I had initially bargained for. But, you know, that's no bad thing. Because actually, you know, my bigger risk is that I'm still going to end up making them bigger than they need to be. So, yeah, maybe that will actually be a blessing in disguise where I've torn that paper. Right, pop out my glue. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just take my scissors and obviously cut my tags out. So no rules here. I'm just going to go in and, you know, do them sort of ad hoc really. So like that. Okay. And then like that. Okay. Let's cut that one down. So just going to, you know, cut a few random sort of tags. So they are going to be of varying sizes. Oh, excuse me. But I think that's a good thing to have them of, you know, varying sizes. So like that. Okay. There we go. That's one. Okay. Next one. Okay. Two. Oops. There we go. That's a nice one. Right, let me just put these bits into the bin. Okay. Do the next strip. Okay, and then just, yeah, snip that down there. Oops. Okay, so that's that one, and this one. Okey-doke. And then this one. So, you know, I'm being guided by how big these strips are. You know, this one is obviously going to be a slightly longer, narrower tag. Like that, okay. And then this one's going to obviously be a, you know, shorter, stumpier tag. Oops. I'm not making a good job of cutting these edges very straight. But, you know, I mean, it's all fine. By the time that, you know, we actually make these into decorated tags, then, you know, hopefully it's not really going to be too noticeable, to be honest. So just cut a couple of corners in there. So, I mean, that's a cute one, isn't it? Really nice and tiny. And to be honest, like I say, I mean, actually, I'm kind of thinking probably I've made the rest of them too big still. So, I mean, actually, that small one, you know, the paper being very small, has probably done me a huge favour, because actually I'm still making these far too big. So yeah, I could probably do with, you know, shrinking them down quite a bit still more. Oops, that corner. Oh my goodness. Come on. Oh, what's going on? Oh no, I've gone all fingers and thumbs suddenly. Oh dear. This just happens sometimes. Right, okay. And then this final one, again, just snip it down. Okay. Right, okie dokie. Okay, right, snip a couple of corners. Like that. So we've got a whole big variety of different shapes there. So I think that's quite fun, you know, to have sort of an eclectic bunch going on. So let me just get rid of all these bits, put them all in the bin. And by bin, I just mean my carrier bag, which is hung beside me. Right, okay, so let's lay some of these out. Because what I'm going to try and do is, not mass make them, but sort of, you know, be a bit efficient in that, try and kind of make them, you know, along the same time. So in fact, I could probably do these as well. So just trim that edge down, because that is not very good. Oh my goodness, it's even worse now. Okay, oh my goodness, I'm not making a good job of this at all. At all. Oh my goodness, can you guys see what's going on? I'm going to end up with no tag left. I mean, I don't know about a smaller tag. It will end up with no tag whatsoever at this rate. So yeah, let's just take that down. Okay, get rid of those bits. And then, yeah, we'll just cut the corners into these as well. And then we can do all of them pretty much together. So that one, and this one here, and this one here. Okay, whoops, like that, right. Okay, now I have to say, my mind's whizzing, because I've now got another idea of what else I'd like to do with, you know, with this same sort of concept. So yeah, might have to come along and do another, you know, another video, but slightly differently to do some other types of tags. But anyway, I've gone off at a tangent now. So I've got various different bits. Now I have also got my little paper tickets. So these paper tickets, they're available in my shop on my shabbydabbydoodah.co.uk website. So I might incorporate some of those tickets. Oops, there's the other bunch. I thought, well, that's weird. I don't seem to be able to see them. So yeah, I've got quite a few tickets here that I think will make quite nice, you know, detailing in the backgrounds. So yeah, should we put that one on there, and then oops, that one there, and yeah, that's probably enough. Okay, so these are paper tickets. They're you know, they're not card or anything like that. And then I've got my paper scraps behind my desk, so I'm just going to pull in some paper scraps. Again, just being completely random. I'm not, you know, I'm not selecting specifically or anything like that. I'm just totally randomly picking some, so that we can just have a bit of an eclectic mix of stuff going on. So I've got this here. Let's just tear this down. Oops, actually. And this is where straight away I've started overthinking this, because I then thought, oh, I'd like to have the flower showing, which, you know, the flower might not even show by the time that we put the ticket on and things, but So I'm thinking something like that on there. So what I'm going to do is just layer up all of my papers and tickets first. So let's get this one. Oh, now I'm thinking, which way round do I like that? Because actually on the other side it's that Harlequin. And I love the Harlequin type papers. I know we've talked about this before, but yeah, they're really nice, aren't they? The Harlequin type pattern. So I might prefer to have the Harlequin. What do we think? Yeah, let's go for the Harlequin, because otherwise they're going to be the same, aren't they? So let's put that one down. And I'm thinking maybe on a smaller tag. Maybe even more. Whoops, that tag ticket may be poking out behind the Harlequin on that one. So yeah, maybe like that. Oh, let me just check that I wouldn't prefer this one. See, I've gone into overthinking, and once you start overthinking, it's really hard to stop, to be honest. So yeah, I'm now struggling to get out of that overthinking mindset, which has now started. Just tearing this down because otherwise I had the, you know, the core of the paper showing, which I'm not so keen on. Right, there we go. Actually, I might just have to have this up the other way. I'm so sorry. I'm now completely overthinking everything. Right. Okay. So, yeah, stop fiddling around. Right. So here I've got some of my pale blue lace one side, and then this is my butterflies collection papers the other side. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the roses kind of paper, and then we'll use some of the blue as well. So, oh my goodness, how yummy is that looking? So there, okay. Might run out of room in a minute, so I might have to glue a couple down, because otherwise I'm going to struggle to actually fit them onto the desk. So yeah, might have to get gluing. Okay, just use this sliver here of the roses. Okay, so should we do that with this one? Yeah, maybe something like that. Okay, I've also got my, this is my Pink Paris papers, so should we try those? Oh, that's looking quite lovely, isn't it? Should we try this one again? Okay, what about that one here? Oh yeah, that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Okay, last one. So the last one, should we do... Oh. I mean, they say blue and green should never be seen, don't they? I mean, I always just laugh about that, because I think, well, you could say any colour and green must never be seen, because it all would go in that rhyme, wouldn't it? You know, I always remember my mum, you know, she used to say, oh, blue and green should never be seen. But it was only as I got older that I thought, well, actually, any colour and green must never be seen, because it's just, that's how it rhymes. So, yeah. But I love green, so, you know, for me, I think, oh, anything in green should be seen, because it looks gorgeous. Right, okay, so this is where I'm going to obviously make quite a lot of mess with my glue seeping out. Okay. And we're going to trim around these tags in a minute. So if you're thinking, well, that's rubbish, it is rubbish at the moment, but hopefully it won't be, you know, hopefully it won't be by the end, because we will tidy them up. Now, do we want that further up or further down? Or even, we could even have it across the bottom. I'm going to have it just down the side, so like that. So the brown packaging paper, it's kind of merely giving a base for these, for these tags, you know, and then they're just being enhanced, obviously, with the decorative papers. So it's just, yeah, just giving a sort of starting point, really, from which to work. So just go around the edge here. Okay. Right, mop up the glue. Ooh. Oops, I'm stuck all over the desk. Yeah, I'm not making a very good job of this, it's got to be said. Right, so this ticket here. Now, what I might do is actually ink this ticket before sticking it down. Just because, yeah, this one I think I'd quite like to have the ticket, you know, looking a bit more sort of depth to it. Okay. So, yeah, let's just put this one down. Now, if my tickets are hanging off on the edge, it doesn't matter because they'll be then trimmed off when I come to trim the tickets up. So I'm not, you know, I'm not too worried how they are. Okay, let's pop this one down. Oh my goodness, that looks beautiful, darling. So my daughter's got some stickers and she's decorating her notebook, not notebook, sorry, sketchbook. Yeah, they look very, very pretty. You can't really see that one, can you? That's a shame. Wonder if you could take it off and use it somewhere else. What do you think? Could you use it somewhere else? Or won't it peel off now?
I quite like it.
I thought you were just pointing at it saying you didn't like it.
Look,
She's in here pointing at it, kind of going, oh, you know, it doesn't show up. And then I say, well, you could perhaps peel it off. And then she says, I quite like it. So, yeah, let's put that ticket up there. Okay. Move that. Okay, so we're flying through these, to be fair, now that we've got our little system going, which is cool. So I love it when you can get lots of things made, you know, that's always a bonus. So, oh, did we say we were going to put this one with the ticket under? I totally forgot that we said that. So, yeah, the ticket's over now anyway. It's fine, but yeah, I've forgotten that we even said that. So, just going to tear the end off of here. I'll just put this ticket here, I think. I think the tickets, you know, they're going to give a really nice, what's the word? Like varied, you know, background. Because we're going to obviously put some focal points on these pieces. We're not just going to leave them, you know, just the piece of paper and the ticket. They're going to have something on as well. So I think these are going to just, you know, have just the right amount of interest. So yeah, well, it remains to be seen, obviously, but hopefully they're going to have the right amount of interest. So there we go. Oops. Okay, mop my glue up. Right, just 3 more to go. So, you know, we've done these pretty quickly, I think, which is great. And hopefully, you know, we've got quite a variety of different papers and things on here. So we're going to have some nice results, I think. But yeah, my mind's buzzing with this other idea that actually I really can't wait to try. I just hope that by the time that I finish the video, because I've got to go out straight after this and taking my son somewhere, and I'm not going to get time to do the other video today. So I hope that I'm not going to just totally forget what the idea is. I will jot it down in my notes, you know, on my iPad. But stranger things have happened, you know. I come to read the notes and I just can't really quite envisage what I've actually written. So, yeah, I just hope that I sort of remember. Anyway, well, if I don't, it wasn't meant to be, but it would be good if I did, because I think it would be a really nice idea. Okay, right, 2 more left to go, so that's all. So we're going to put this ticket down underneath. So I've finally remembered to put one of the tickets underneath at least. So let's do that this way around. Okay. Just knock that out. My glue's very oozy at the moment, so yeah, I'm having to mop it up a lot. Yes, I'd burnt the end off of my glue, you know, nozzle again with my hot glue gun. I mean, the amount of times that I've done that and still I don't appear to have learnt and make sure it's away from the hot glue. So I'm beginning to think clearly that's something I'm never going to actually learn, but yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter, but it just means that my glue's quite oozy. Quite oozy today. Okay. Just try and pull that back a bit. Okay, it just went a little bit off. A little bit off there. Okay, right, next one. So, yeah, just this one here. Yeah, my daughter bought some stickers yesterday, and it's weird because actually when she was young, I mean, I used to love stickers when I was a child. Oh, sweetie, would you be able to put the dog out, please? Thank you, darling. I used to love stickers when I was a child, and I've tried to entice... Well, actually, I've tried to entice all of my children to love stickers, and they're not really that fussed. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? But yesterday, you know, she bought some stickers, like with her pocket money, from the range. And, yeah, she seems to really love these ones. So, who knows? Maybe she will be a sticker convert after all. But I don't know why they haven't really liked stickers that much. But I don't know. Oh, you do love them. She loves them today. She doesn't normally. She's normally very not that impressed with stickers, to be honest. But yeah, I guess it might be a generation thing. Who knows? Right, okay. So I'm going to trim off all of my tags. So obviously very messy. The glue's very oozy. You know, you can see it's still very wet glue. So we just then cut those around and trim them down. Like that, okay, that one. I mean, you can probably see I've not even put the tickets on straight or anything. But again, you know, I'm not going to get too stressed about that. You know, these are just tags for a junk journal after all. There's no point getting too stressed about whether it's straight or anything, you know. And to be honest, once we've decorated these up, they're going to look pretty anyway. So, you know, no one's really going to be measuring and thinking, oh, you know, that one's not straight. Well, hopefully. I mean, hopefully they're going to look good. But yeah, remains to be seen, obviously. But I love already the tickets against the backgrounds. You know, and that brown paper is just the perfect amount of like neutral, isn't it? It's got just the perfect amount of neutral to sort of calm down what's going on with the ticket and the patterned paper. So, yeah, just snip that one down. Oh, I love that one. What do you think to that one? So let me know below which is your favourite. So which is your favourite at this point, and then let me know below again at the end which is your favourite from the finished tags. Now, we might not get time to actually finish them all. You know, we'll have to kind of see how we go, but yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get a few finished at least. So, but let me know at this point which is your favourite. Which is your favourite, sweetie? From these tags?
The pink one.
This one?
That one,
Yeah, I thought it might be.
I
She
really
loves a
like
bit of pink. Right, okay, no, so now I've got wax pellets now dropping down onto here. Right, okay. So these are our tags. Now what we want to do now is obviously put some sort of topper details on these. So I'm going to again spread them out, just kind of like across the desk a bit. And then we can do them, you know, in tandem, or, you know, in, not in sequence, but, you know, all at once. Okay, right. Now, what are we going to top these with? So I've got some things with me that we could use as toppers. I've got some of my numbers. I've got some of my shoe topper printables and things. I've got the numbers. I've got some labels. The labels might be a little bit big compared to the shoes. I'm not sure. And then I've got some of my actual shoes. So yeah, let's take a few of these bits and pieces. So already I'm loving this blue shoe. Not that any of these tags have really got this bright blue on them, but we'll see if we can put it somewhere because I think it would look good. Okay. So, and these shoes, these are from my shoe set 2. I've got 2 shoe sets, and one is kind of like, you know, what I would describe more vintage colours, and then the other one is kind of more, you know, what I would describe a bit more fairy tale kind of girly colours. And it's got some background pages, the set 2. And the set 1, I think, has just got some journal cards with it. So, yeah. And obviously they're on my Etsy shop. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Loving that blue shoe. I mean, weirdly, I've just put it there. I'm not saying that that's where it's going to stay, but I just thought I'd try it there, and actually it looks gorgeous even there, doesn't it? So just, you know, wherever it fell. Let's just take this one. Okay. Now this red one, weirdly enough, although it seems like this is more the colours that we've used for some of the tags, I'm actually thinking this might blend in a bit too much and not really show up enough. So, you know, we might actually shy away from doing this because we might say, oh, it doesn't actually really, you know, show up enough. Where that blue one, I mean, that looks really, really gorgeous, doesn't it? It's got just the right amount of, you know, pizzazz, or I don't know, just to be, you know, showing up. Although that's quite nice on there. Oh, it's quite nice there. Oh, it's quite nice everywhere. Oh, I'm quite loving it everywhere, to be honest. I quite like it on the blue, strangely enough. I think I like it on this one, and that's really weird, isn't it? That, you know, they just happen to be those 2 end ones. But yeah, I think they look really good on those. So let's have a look at these. Now, these might be a little bit on the small side, but we'll give them a try, shall we? So let's just take this one. And these are just my shoe toppers. Yeah, let's give this one a try. Okay. Okay, right. So, yeah, should we try this one on something? Oh, that's quite pretty. Oh, I like it on there. Oh, I quite like it on that baby one, weirdly. I know it's quite large on there, but actually I think that's quite nice. Yeah, I quite like it there. I mean, it does sort of take up a lot of the, you know, a lot of the tag, but I mean, actually there's something quite nice about that, I think. So, yeah, I think we're going to have it on there. Now, let me just see. Just seeing whether I've got some other things that we could use as the toppers. Oops, don't know what that was that I just knocked on the floor, but not great. Whatever it was, it probably would have been better off not being knocked on the floor, obviously. Right, now I'm just going to quickly reach across because I've got some things that are ready cut out. Oh, just got this. This is from my Marvellous Men kit. Oh, should we have that on there? Yeah, I quite like that, to be honest. Oh, actually, now I'm just thinking. Oh, got some of my... no, maybe not. I was going to say my vintage, you know, photograph printables, but actually, no, let's not use those. Right, let me just quickly grab in some fussy cut pieces so that I've got ready cut out, just so to save you watching me painstakingly cut things out. So, okay, right, what have we got here? Let's have a look. Oh, right, I've got some butterflies. So, I have. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? Okay. Got this frame. Oh, that's quite pretty. I mean, you want it to show up, don't you? So, you know, although you might not necessarily be, you know, putting things on that you think are the obvious choice, sometimes they might be the best choice because actually that's going to be what shows up, you know, the most. So, yeah, don't always kind of assume that it's going to be the thing, you know, that you most expect, because sometimes it might be the thing you least expect. Okay. Oops, got another butterfly here. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Wow, this is very annoying because, oh, got one of my other shoes. Oh, what if we had that one there? No, that's definitely not right. Okay. This is not really the bag or the little pouch of fussy cuts that I was hoping, to be honest, which is annoying. Yeah, it is quite annoying. Oh, got one of my pink labels. That's quite nice on there. Yeah, I quite like that. So I'm just going to leave that there for a moment. What's this? Right. Oh, where are all my fussy cuts? I'm under. This is a really old box of fussy cuts, and yeah, they're not the ones that I was expecting or hoping for. Oh, I have got that. That's from my cigarette card kind of printables. So I quite like that actually on there. So maybe we'll go with that. Right, I'll just pull out a couple of maybe like words or something like that. I don't know. Oh. Oh, this is so annoying. So annoying. Right. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh. Right. Okay, let's have a look with a couple of these. So they're not, as I say, they're not really the pieces that I was expecting or, you know, thinking they might have been. But anyway, we'll just make the best of what we've got here. So, right, where is my ink? Okay, so let's do this one first. So, yeah. Just going to pop that down. Now I'm popping it straight onto the side. get another wipe now to, well, my wipe to, you know, mop it up, any excess. So that one. Right, I'm just going to put that to the side for a moment. So the ones that I glue on, I'm just going to put to the side as I glue them on. So this one, just ink it up a little bit. Oops. And we're just going to glue it down. Oops. Just spread that glue a bit to save it being too oozy. Oops. Okay. Oops. Like that. Okay, just mop that out. Right, so this one obviously I need to just trim up on the edge. So like that. Okay, that looks good. Right, then we've got, I love this shoe. That just looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So yeah. Pop down the shoe. Oops. Oh, I've made a rubbish job of cutting it, so hang on. Oops. Right, there we go. Like that. Again, just press that down, dabbing up the glue. Oops. That looks lovely. Pop that to one side. Love this blue shoe on here. I mean, this was the first one, wasn't it, that we put down, was the blue shoe, but oh my goodness. How gorgeous does that look? Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. It looks gorgeous on there. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Yummy. Right, then we've got our man here. So, yeah, let's pop him down. Oops, he's been a line in the printer page on the back. So, yeah. Oh, do you know, it started out, it was such a lovely day. And I've now just looked up. It's gone really grey and overcast now. Just, oh, don't know what's going on with our weather, to be honest. It's not really very nice most of the time. Right, now, could we have this on here? It's quite big and it does kind of then monopolise the whole thing, which then that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Right, I might have to come back to this one. So let's try this one. If we could have it like that. Yeah, quite like that. So just pop this down. Okay. Whoops. Oh. Get rid of all that excess glue again. Okay. And then this one on here. So I'm just going to ink this up a little bit. So these are my vintage cigarette cards. These are printables in my Etsy shop. But yeah, quite nice, aren't they? And you know, we're going for quite a brown and blue theme on here. So I think that goes quite nice, works quite well. Okay. I like the fact we've got that layer in. This is a bigger tag. Yeah, I couldn't quite get through doing all small tags. Look, I've had to chuck one or two larger ones in. So it just kind of needed something else, I think, to sort of fill it in with a bit more. So I think that works quite well. Now, let's start putting some extra pieces on, shall we? Like some extra sort of detailed, you know, bits and bobs. So let's have a look. Got these couple of labels down here. So let's try this one. This might not be quite the right colour, but we'll just give it a try. Might be quite big, to be honest, I think, for there. So, yeah, I think it's perhaps a bit big, although I don't mind it there. What do we think? See, when you take it away, I think it does look quite boring. So, yeah, let's have that on there. Okay, don't pop that one down there like that. Okay, right. So I'm just going to go through them all and put like some extra little details on, and then we'll go through and kind of ink them all and things like that. So this one here, just trying this because this just, you know, was in that packet. So I think this little label is in my Bee's Knees kit. Let's just ink that up. Oh, that's quite cool, isn't it? Yeah, quite like that. Quite like the things when they're overlaying, you know, the pictures beneath. So rather than having this like to the side, I quite like it when it's just overhanging slightly. So it gives it a bit more interest, doesn't it? And makes it all, I think, look more part of each other rather than just one thing plonked on, then another thing plonked on. That kind of appearance. So yeah, quite like it when the things are sort of actually overlapping. Now, do we want that on there, or do we think that's too much? Perhaps we'll leave that. Right, that one. Okay, got these couple. Oh, quite loving that down there, I think. So yeah, like that. So, I mean, look how simple these are. You know, we've literally popped on, you know, the brown packaging paper, you know, a little tiny bit of decorative paper. If you didn't have access to decorative paper, you could use obviously book page or something. It's just something that's going to be contrasting with the brown packaging paper. So, you know, completely up to you what you actually used for that. But you just want something that's going to give a bit of a different, you know, colour or texture to it. So just having a look. Oh, maybe this is a bit rubbish. So yeah, maybe not that. Yeah, you just want something that's going to give a little bit of a different, you know, different colour. Now this one. What do we like? What do we like? Let's try this. And then obviously something for a topper, which, you know, we've used a variety of things here. But again, you know, nothing kind of too much. Nothing, you know, more than just one piece. So we've got one shoe. We've got, you know, the one picture of that gentleman. So again, you know, if you haven't got access to printables or anything, you know, you don't have kind of access to, you know, these kinds of things, then, you know, just take something from a book or, you know, from a magazine or something. You can easily, you know, improvise and use other stuff. You don't have to obviously use what I've used here. Now, I'm still wondering, do we want this on here or not? I mean, I do kind of like it, but I don't know. Maybe if I had a blue one. Let me see if I've got anything blue. I don't know whether that's going to be quite the right colour blue, but should we give that a try? No, yeah, let's give that one a try. Okay. Okie dokie. Right, I mean, it's not brilliant, but it's okay. So at this point, I'm going to bring in some inks. Now, I know I'm kind of now going off at a little bit of a tangent, but what I want to do is ink this up so that it's got, you know, a bit more of the colour of like that shoe. So just checking. It's not too bad. So this is the blueprint sketch. And it's just, yeah, just getting a bit of blue going on here. I mean, obviously this label is blue. This is from my labels. I think it's the label set 2. So, I mean, it is blue anyway, but it's now giving it a, you know, a bit more blue, so that we've got, you know, more blue as well. So just going to pop that on like that. And obviously it was imperative that I did this before sticking it down, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get to it. But just little touches like that are going to bring your piece together a bit more. So, you know, we could have put it down obviously as it was without inking it. We could have inked it with the vintage photo, but I think by doing just that bit of blue, it's just really emphasised it, hasn't it? And brought it together, you know, that little bit more. So let's get this one now, and yeah, let's put something in this one. So we could have something like this, or we could try and pick up the red a bit more in those flowers. So if I take one of these red labels, so I'm thinking this one. I mean, it's actually pink. I don't know why I said red, but anyway. It's hopefully going to bring the pink aspect in a bit more. So again, just cut that round. Okay. Like that. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous is that? Now I'm just going to see if I've got anything red enough in terms of ink. So I've got this, which is the Candied Apple. So let's have a look and see what this would look like. So I'm just going to swap my ink pad for a fresh one. So let's try this. Okay, I mean, it's probably a bit too red if I'm truthful. But it's okay. It's okay. So let's glue that one down. Oops. Okie doke, like that. And it's just giving it, again, a bit more interest, isn't it, really, than as it was. So, and then we've got this one. So I'm going to leave these two for the minute, just because I'm looking at the time. Oh my goodness, we're up to like 53 minutes already. So I can't afford to kind of dilly-dally. I need to get on, really. Otherwise, we're not going to have time to do anything more. Right, this one I feel like could do with a little green ticket. Or, of course, it could have had pink, I suppose. But I don't think that's going to be small enough. These are my labels, and you do get them in 4 to a page, but unfortunately I haven't printed those off. So yeah, I'm going to forego the label on this one. So what we're going to do, we're just going to ink up around the edge of a couple of these. So this one, oops, take my red inker. We're just going to go around a little bit with the red. So not everywhere, but just getting a bit of red on there. Okay, and then again we can just go around the edge on the back with the bit of red as well. That's kind of just bringing it together a little bit more. And then now I would have a butterfly on here, but I've not got any butterflies that are going to be quite right, unless I just go for a complete contrast and have this blue butterfly. Should we do the blue? I mean, that's totally not what I would have, you know, put on there, if I'm truthful, but in the absence of other things, perhaps, you know, perhaps we'll have to just improvise and go for that. So now also got, could we have that up there as our tab? Not brilliant, it's not really quite right. Got the pink, no, definitely no. Oh, now I'm not going to have anything suitable, am I? This is just going to be just typical. Right, what about this? And then I'm thinking, do I have any wax seals or anything that would, you know, bring the bits together? So I've got here, no, not that, oh my gosh. Could have the green. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not quite, yeah, it's not quite brilliant. So yeah, maybe not that. Right, let's come back to this one because yeah, I think we could do a better job on some of the others, to be honest. So let's do this one because I'm just loving how this one looks. And I'm just very aware that the time's ticking by. So I don't want to waste time, you know, on one that I can't quite, you know, get to come together when actually I have got some that perhaps are, you know, coming together nicely. So if I had more time, we could obviously, you know, look around for something else. But because I don't really have too much time, because I just spotted that we're up to 53 minutes, which must be even more than that now, then I think we just need to race on a little bit. So, right, let's try this again. Oh, what do we think? I don't mind that, actually. What do you guys think? I think that's quite pretty. So, yeah, let's just go for that. So, and I've just got these ready-made in my stash, which I know we talk about all the time, but honestly, it just is such a time saver. If you can have things ready-made, you know, it just makes, you know, bringing things together so much easier and so much quicker. So this one I'm just going to do with the usual vintage photo. So keeping this one really nice and, you know, vintage looking. So yeah, and again around the edge a bit on the back like that. Okay, and then for this one, let's just see if we've got any bits that are going to look nice on here. I mean, that's quite nice. And then let's just see what wax seals I've got. So I did actually finally, you know, what do you call it? Make a load of wax seals, you know, make them ahead, which is again such a time saver to just have them on hand. I mean, actually what we could do is have maybe a flower. So if I just take that, could have a flower down here, and then I wonder if we could have a flower on the wax seal as well. Not the wax seal, sorry, the ribbon. That just ties the both things in together, doesn't it? What do we think to that? Or do we think it would look better with pink? So hang on, I've got some pink ribbon. I think the pink's a bit brighter, isn't it? So yeah, let's just go for the pink there. Like that. Okay. Oops. Oh, now I'm thinking I should have gone for this flower instead. Now I've gone for that bright ribbon. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? I hadn't really thought to do that. Oh dear. Right, well, perhaps what we'll have to do is do like a couple of flowers in the corner to, you know, tie it in properly. So like that. Yeah. Okay, so just do one. And then this one. Don't think I'm going to be able to sort of manage to make it look good by putting another flower at the top, but we'll just try just in case. So as we have that layered up, which that's a bit weird as well, isn't it? Well, I guess we could have maybe something, maybe just something like that, to be honest. Okay, there we go. So that one looks pretty. Okay, right, next one. So let's take this one with the lady, because again I'm thinking we could probably use a bit of that blue around the edge. So let's just bring the blue right in. Oops. Like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do with this one, actually, I'm just going to go over that blue slightly with the vintage photo as well, just because actually it now looks quite bright. So let's just tone it down slightly. So it still kept the blue, but it's, you know, it's much more muted now, because we said we were going to try and get this one looking really vintage, didn't we? So there we go. Now I've got that blue butterfly. I wonder if we should use that on here or not. probably a bit weird, but anyway, let's have a look and see what we're going to do for the, you know, the tab for this one. Oh, no, I haven't got any more. Oh, that's quite nice, actually. Yeah, perhaps we'll just put that one on. So, that one. Okay. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? And do we need anything else? Do we need the butterfly? Let's just have the butterfly down there. Okay. Like that. Okay, right. Just checking the time. Oh my goodness, we're over an hour now. Okay, so probably have to call it quits there, I'm afraid. We've just literally run out of time, so I'm so sorry about this. I obviously dilly-dallied a bit too much, and yeah, we're now just out of time, I'm afraid. So let's pull in the ones that we have made and just kind of check them out and see what everybody likes the best. So let's have a look and see. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So we've got those 3. Those are the 3 that we have completed completely. And then we've got obviously some that we haven't. So we've got this one that we haven't, we've got this one that we haven't, and this one that we haven't. And then we've got these 2 that we haven't actually even put the toppers down. But, you know, hopefully you'll agree. I mean, they came together very nicely and very quickly. And, yeah, just really like them. So let me know which one is your favourite. Obviously, there's only 3 that are actually completed now. But do let me know which one's your favourite. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks then. Bye.